The map Badwater Basin is it has endless ways and places and techniques to kill your opponent with the sniper class, but some you just have to be shown. Like this one, the 3 jump vantage point. So you're going to jump 3 times onto the rocks, and they can only see a quarter of your head, but you can see their whole spawn. So of course it's going to be a very effective spot. If you don't really want to get too tricky with your sniping tactics, you can use the wall as an approach. Just take out the 2 areas, and yeah, you should be right. Also, don't forget there's heaps and heaps of other vantage points on the right of the map that aren't really utilized at the moment. But there's so many rock faces which you can crouch on and see right over. So I recommend you try it out, see what works for you. If your team gets pushed back, there are a variety of options that you can take to defend. One spot is that one. You can move back and use the wall as your cover. Just remember to check all the places and the rocks also, because that's a very dangerous area. When you're pushed back to this stage, make sure you utilize every small area and check the roof constantly, and just keep an eye out on all areas. Moving back again, you can see that there's a lot of nooks and crannies that you can get yourself into, and also on the deck there's heaps of places that you can use to your advantage and get the highest ground. So use that to your advantage. If you're feeling confident, feel free to jump out and use the wall as your cover and check all the areas instead of hiding in all those small places. Sometimes when the action gets pretty intense, it is a good idea to move back and pick them off from a distance. So you can also get yourself in a bit of trouble in these situations, but it's worth the risk. If things aren't going too well for the red team, you might find yourself pushed back to this stage. Make sure you clear out every area, including that window. That window is your worst enemy, trust me. Also, if you want to clear out that window without being too obvious or seen, there is a way down here to clean it up without actually having to go upstairs. So yeah, there's a little tip for you. When you start attacking a sniper, there's a few places you want to check. There is a big one, and there, not so much down there, but still, keep your eyes open. Once you've cleared that one out, keep moving up. Use the rocks as your defense mainly. Check the places that you were hiding in before. Now you can also use the rocks that you used before as an attacking advantage. So yeah, use your crouch to make yourself concealed, and yeah, pick people off from a distance. That's always fun. Now make sure you use the roof to your advantage, because that's one of the big things of attacking. Movement is a big factor on the roof. If you make your movements too obvious, the sniper's just going to pick you off straight away. So no standing still. When moving throughout the map, try to remember where you would hide, and that's probably where the snipers are hiding, so use that to your advantage as well. If you're not really going for an out in the open type of approach, feel free to pick them off from a distance in this left vantage point. Try to make yourself concealed and use your movements to trick them. Okay, it's just common sense really to use the steps and the deck as your advantage. So move throughout the deck, try to mix up the movement as well. Keep them guessing pretty much. Your use of this window is really going to determine whether your team wins or loses. You basically have a view of the whole area of battle, so if you're not utilizing it, it's a big waste. So make sure you use that appropriately. Badwater is such a good sniper map, and it's so vital that you get it right for your team, because without a sniper you're pretty much screwed.